Welcome to part two of the Charlie Kirk Show, in a way. We're interviewing through Courtney Dillon, whose information is in the description box, Charlie Kirk. And first, we're going to have a little message from Courtney. She's going to share something coming up soon for her. And I think it's a fascinating thing she's doing here.
So I am teaching a free signs and symbol 1 hour class next October 8th, which is next Wednesday. Well, I guess I don't know what day this is going out, but it'll be Wednesday, October 8th, 9 Pacific, which would be 12 Eastern time. So you could come at your lunchtime and learn about signs and symbols, and link to sign up below.
That's right. That's great. All right,
Okay.
Charlie, thank you for hanging around. Really appreciate you. And I just want to say I love you. I really feel love for you. Have you
He
spoken to
says, thank you.
Jesus? And if so, what did he talk about? You're welcome.
He has a big smile and he says he speaks to Jesus daily.
Oh, what
What
do
did
y'all
he
talk
talk
about?
about? I continue to learn. I continue to be a disciple of Christ. That's
Were
all.
you a disciple of Christ in another life?
No, he's not saying that, but he says
Okay.
he is a disciple of Christ.
Will you become a saint or a guide? What will you do now that you've transitioned? Or you obviously need time to think about it, probably.
No, are you a saint? He says no. He says that he says, I am of the common man. I will continue my efforts and work from the other side, from heaven. It is important to me that people do not see me as some kind of figure other than a man.
Okay, that sounds good. And you'll help Erica and Turning Point USA and all that stuff. Will you reincarnate at all in our lifetime?
No, that is not my desire. It is more important that I work from here.
Okay. Was it a spiritual contract, karmic debt? We know it was a contract. Was there karmic debt involved?
No, no.
Okay.
I believed and still believe and can see clearly that my life was meant to be exactly as it was and was meant to end exactly when it did. I will continue my work from the vantage point that I stand now.
Okay. How's the afterlife? Was it what you expected? Your afterlife?
How's your afterlife? He's making a joke.
I
How was the
don't know
afterlife?
yet.
Hmm. It We could say afterlife, or you could just say life.
Okay.
Life continues to be good.
Mm.
Life continues to be beautiful. But this is what I shall say. Do not wait for the afterlife. Do not wait for the afterlife to begin living in truth.
Yeah.
Do not wait for the afterlife to stand up and serve your fellow man.
Yeah.
The time is now, and I offer an imperative for you to serve,
Yeah.
for it is needed in these times of great upheaval and change, in these so-called end times.
Well,
They
that was
are
a
in
question. Yeah.
truth an end, and you who stand on the earth now are part of the new beginning.
Well, that was a question. Was this a contract so you could start the revival the Bible calls the end times?
My purpose was not to revive the Bible, for the Bible does not need any reviving.
Okay.
My purpose was to point fingers toward a truth and lead people in the direction of their own truth.
More of a revival of people then.
Yes, you could say that.
Were you greeted by Palestinians like another medium said? Greeted you in heaven? And yeah.
I do not want to speak to another medium's
Okay,
work.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, so many questions. Who most inspired you on earth when you were alive?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, what did you think about being so publicly MAGA, your memorial service? Was that okay? It was Make America Great Again everywhere.
I was supportive of my memorial service and
Oh,
saw it
good.
to be an effective evening.
Okay. Your life as Charlie Kirk was much like a discipleship for Jesus. The impact of your life is only just beginning. Can you tell us more of how you see this impact from your perspective in spirit?
I am one man only. Do not put me on a pedestal, but see the example that I provided for you, the person who asked this question. What did I do? I came, I believed, I acted in accordance with the spirit of what God was telling me to do. I
Okay.
listen and I act. Learn to listen to the small, still voice within, the voice of God, and you will be led. You will be guided and told what to do. Follow this and act in accordance with this.
Were you here to help us with the ascension? The ascension, sorry.
Though I do not commonly use the word ascension, yes, that is what I was here to do.
Were you a king in a past life?
He's laughing at the question. Were you a king in a past life? No.
King Charles.
Mm.
It's really interesting. Charlie means new man, and Kirk means church. Isn't that interesting?
Mm.
Do you
He
find
likes
that
his name.
interesting? Yeah, we all choose our name, so yeah. So, and
Yes, I would agree that it is a fitting name.
yeah, were you the Apostle Paul of the Bible? That's a no, right?
Were you the Apostle Paul? No, but I have great reverence for the Apostle Paul.
Okay. Past, present, and future happening now. Who are you in the future?
It is difficult for me to say a name. Currently, I am Charlie Kirk, a soul who has left the earth, who continues to work from the other side.
Okay.
I am connected greatly to the founders of this nation and will continue to work closely with them to bring back the truth.
Yeah.
I consider the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence a sacred document,
Yeah.
and feel that we all need to return to these principles.
Okay. So, you're very close to President Trump. Did you guys share a life in the past, a past life together? And now that you,
Yes.
okay, as how? Brothers, father, son?
He's showing me a lifetime in Egypt.
Hmm.
Uh, it looks like, where are you guys? He's showing me a Luxor, and it's a town, the town of Luxor, and that they are what looks to be like nobility, and they worked closely together.
Okay. Related or
Were you
just,
blood related?
yeah.
No, not blood
Okay.
related, but they worked closely together.
So now that you've crossed, how do you see President Trump's leadership? You still good with it?
Yes, I believe that, like anyone, there are challenges with being a leader in these times.
Mm,
But overall, I see a man's heart, and I believe in what he is trying to accomplish in the United States.
okay. U.S. politics, it seems so divided and fractured, especially since the rise of social media. Obviously, you inserted yourself into those fractures. Was it for monetary gain? I'm going to say that's a big fat no, but I'll let you answer. Or was it
Um,
because you understood how social media algorithms worked?
I do not understand the question. I did not insert myself in any fractures.
Okay, so
This
we'll
is
skip it.
not, there
Yeah.
is nothing that I did for monetary gain.
Of course not.
I consider my purpose to learn to return to seeing the light in all people
I like that.
and to offer civil discourse and to learn how to disagree. There is no other reason for my actions. I do believe that social media is a virus of sorts,
Yeah.
for it creates intense division
Yeah.
and fractures thought. It is important to limit your time on social media.
Yeah. Except
It is
clips of you. I watch TikToks of you.
no,
I learned so
no,
much. No,
no.
you don't want that?
I would argue that it's important to limit your time on social media,
Okay.
period.
Yeah.
Period. Not even to watch me. If you want to watch me, but find the original clip,
Yeah.
for not much can be achieved in a 30-second or 10-second soundbite.
Right.
Those sound bites are meant to manipulate your mind and create division. They are meant to
Okay.
take you away from books
Mm.
and from God and from fellow man. It is important that you do not fall prey to this,
Okay.
for that is what they want to achieve.
But you said something so important. I think that at the very least, all of us should try to see the light in others. Period. That's the first big step that all of us can do. So, what do you think the legacy of division politics will be for the US in the future? I don't like it.
All of the problems that we face as a nation are just that, problems. But it is important, and I say this and I will say it again. It is important that the people of the United States come together now,
Yeah.
that they begin to look past their differences and realize we, in fact, want the same things. Most of us want a home, want a safe place for our children,
Yeah.
want a safe school, want a safe environment. We want the same things generally.
Yeah.
We are arguing for the wrong reasons. We must come together and see the common good in all people. Yes, of course, there are some who are not of the light,
Yeah.
but most people want goodness in the world.
Yeah, of course. Do you think the two parties will ever be able to work together?
It is difficult to say.
Yeah.
I will say from this vantage point, I know that there is a revolution beginning in the United States.
Mm.
I am not calling this revolution a war, and I am not in any way suggesting that it return to violence, for this is not the way. But I will say a revolution in the hearts of men will change a country. Start small. Look around in your local community. How can I serve? How can I serve others who have less than I do? How can I serve others who do not have enough to eat? How can I serve my fellow man? Each of us is being called to serve in whatever way we see fit. Become quiet and listen to the small voice within you, for you will be directed in the direction to go. You will know how to serve, for we all need to come together. And this change will create a different energy in the United States. And this change will create an energy and a movement in the right direction. For we can overcome these difficult problems. We can overcome these difficult challenges ahead. but we must rise above the problem and see it from a different vantage point.
Okay, so now that you're on the other side, and this is obviously a person who probably did not agree with you. So let's see how you accept this. Can you see how sometimes what you believed in was actually creating division between two viewpoints instead of uniting people? I think that's on them, but what would you say to that
I
person?
could understand that perspective,
Okay.
but it is not what I believe. It is important that we all come to a common definition on the problems. Often, if you watch my videos, if you listen to me speak, you can understand that I am talking about coming to a definition. For, in my perspective, darkness wants to confuse definition.
Yeah.
I am not saying that I know everything, but I can say that I tried.
Yeah. So what do you think about gun control now? Do you still have the same beliefs about the Second Amendment?
I do continue to see the Second Amendment as an important part of the document.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that Turning Point, continuing the college tour as they are, thank God, will they be just as effective without you? With Erica and the others that
I believe it will be more effective without me.
what? Oh, after your memorial, Turning Point reported a huge surge in chapter inquiries, rising from 60,000 to over 120,000. And since it was your dream to have a chapter in every high school and college campus, were you aware of this surge? People came to know Jesus and experienced revival around the world during that time. What did that feel like for you, Charlie? This huge surge.
Feels great. Feels great. It's
Okay.
what I came here to do. And I'm happy that people are turning toward God and they are turning toward the light within themselves.
Do you
This
think-
is important and
Yeah.
it will continue to spread on the planet. It is my belief that beginning to look toward God is one of the first steps in uniting man.
Okay. Do you think Erica would be the next woman president? The first woman president, rather?
He smiles. I wouldn't doubt it, for she is qualified.
Yeah, I mean, I
Will
can
she
see it
be the next
happening.
woman
Does,
president?
does
He
God have that in the
says,
cards for her?
if that is her desire, I will support her. Right now, I am supporting her in the movement of Turning Point. Okay, so
Okay. So what does this all mean surrounding your death? Is this our civil war with light versus dark? This person wants to know.
in one sense, yes. In another sense, this is an opportunity for you to look at the light versus dark within your own self.
Yes.
And that is the purpose of this message today. And that is what I'm encouraging all who are listening to do. Do not see anything as outside of yourselves, but look within your own heart.
Yeah.
Am I hating my neighbor? Am I seeing things too simply?
That's what I'm trying to do every day. And it's very powerful, people. Just look
This is
inside
the
your hearts.
purpose.
Yeah.
This is the purpose.
Okay. Have you learned anything from this experience and for your life in general?
I continue to learn every day. Yes,
We all, don't we all? Now, Clint,
you could say that I could be fearful at the time of my death, for I sensed something was amiss that day. But in truth, I was peaceful.
yeah.
I knew that my life was part of a greater calling, and I am grateful.
Do you have any regrets looking back at your life?
No, I do not believe in regret. I believe that it is more important to learn from your mistakes
Okay. When
and
is
to
the,
atone
oh, sorry.
and to atone when necessary, but to keep moving forward.
Okay. What is a rapture? What is that? And what will it look like? Is there a rapture? Or is that just a shift to the new earth? Where some people are on the new earth and some
It
people
is
are holding?
difficult for me to speak about rapture because I do not want people to be looking for a day when things will change as out and see it as something that is apart from them. I say this and I say this again. The change you seek begins with changing your own self.
Yeah.
It begins with seeing yourself as part of all that is and seeing yourself in a different light. You are not here to simply scroll on social media and sit on your couch.
Yeah.
You are here for a reason.
Yes.
There is no act that is too small in the eyes of the divine.
Okay. I do think that that's probably the final message you would tell humanity from, the truth or message do you feel humanity most needs to hear at this moment? So we'll skip that question. That was going to be the final question, but you answered it beautifully. I can't imagine how you could do better. Now, you have a lot of strong beliefs about things, many, many things.
He smiles, yes.
Have you changed your opinion on any of those beliefs, or you pretty much say, yeah, no, I believe what I believe, and I still believe that?
Change your belief. I am always willing to change my belief. Right now, it is not so much about belief, but about seeing the work through from the other side. I would say that most of my beliefs are firm and intact,
Okay.
but I am willing to be wrong.
Yeah, I know. I know you are. So as someone that grew up in the US as a legal immigrant, now you're on the other side. Can you see that some of your beliefs created division instead of unity? We already answered that. Does the book of Genesis debunk the Big Bang Theory? Is that a question you want to answer or not?
He doesn't want to go in that direction.
Yeah, it's off topic, I think.
Mhm.
Will the world heal itself of all anger and hatred? Ever?
Well, it depends. Will you heal yourself of anger and hatred?
Yeah.
For it starts with you. You who asked the question, how does anger show up in my life? Who am I choosing to hate? Ask yourselves these questions, asking, why am I hating this person? Am I being manipulated?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of my hate? These are important
Yeah, what can it
questions.
accomplish? Hatred usually does not accomplish anything but
More
division and
hatred.
more hatred, yes. So this YouTuber stated that your death triggered this massive timeline shift. I can see how that's possible. Is that true?
I do not necessarily speak in terms of timelines, but I do believe that my death signaled within some others the need to change their own life. And if
Okay.
this is called a timeline shift, then I concur.
Eric, what do you think? Timeline shift? Maybe for individuals or a massive collective timeline shift?
It's Eric, what do you think? He says, slowly but surely.
So not a huge shift, but a slow shift.
There is a change, he says,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be evident overnight. This is
Yeah.
going to be a process.
Right.
That's what Erik says.
Okay. Now, some say physical reality is just a dream and that our higher self in heaven is dreaming this reality. That's true. I think we've covered that in so many channeling sessions. But you can say yes or no, Charlie, if you wish.
I would encourage you not to think that way. It is important that while on some level that is true, you also view physical reality as something that you are experiencing for a reason,
Yes.
to learn lessons and to purify your heart and to live in accordance with the truth of God. It is important not to view physical reality simply as something that doesn't exist. For on one level, it does exist, and you are here to learn something from it.
Are you sad that you left Earth and can't continue your mission? I would say, yeah, you
No,
are continuing your mission through
no,
Erik
I
and
am
others.
not sad I left Earth. It was my time to go. I continue my mission from the other side.
Or
This has to be last question. My channel is getting tired.
extraterrestrials, are they involved in what's happening now?
Extraterrestrials?
Yeah. Are they involved in this massive shift in people, this revival? Are they helping humanity with this?
In some ways, I believe that's probably true.
Okay.
I haven't spent much time looking into extraterrestrials.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Courtney. This was not easy for you, and I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. You guys
Thank
check
you.
her out, the description box below, including that freebie. You don't want to miss it. And thank you, Erik and Charlie. I will continue to read my Bible and try to think, see the light in everybody that crosses paths with me in life. And I
Thank
hope
you.
everybody else does the same. Thank you. And hit the subscribe button, please.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Get some rest.